25 hours, 8 days a week. All we do is sleep. 25 hours, 8 days a week. All we do is sleep. 25 hours.
My hands are cold.
So how was the concert you guys went to last night? You had fun?
It was decent, bro.
Where was it at?
It was the Ogden. It was the Ogden.
How much did you pay for tickets?
80, bro.
I paid
Aeneas,
$80.
I paid 80. Me, Aeneas, and Taya paid 80, bro.
Yeah, bro, and they bought them like a month early.
Yeah,
and I got them
this
for
man,
50.
50, and Emma got hers for 50, bro. Gay as shit.
Was it better than Travis?
No.
Or,
Dude,
We
we
were
sat
closer.
around.
And you didn't go?
We sat around waiting, bro, forever. The concert was supposed to start at 8. The
Started at
opener
9.
didn't even come up till like 9. It was just a DJ, bro. He wasn't even playing any songs, dog. It was whack.
DJ what was it?
DJ Gio.
DJ Gio,
Fat
bro.
Boy too. Whose DJ was it?
Mozzie.
Mozzie.
And he's like below average.
Was YG with Mustard?
No, he was with DJ Vision.
Oh.
She was kind of cool.
DJ Vision was busting out, though. He's blood walking and shit.
He's with it, huh?
Yeah, bro. He was getting it. That shit was dope.
That's crazy. All right, boys. Well, this is the 3rd episode of the podcast. I'm happy to have you guys on, by the way. We're trying to make it happen for a minute. So YTR just dropped some shit, right?
Yeah, YTR Volume 1.
Volume 1, right? So is this new songs, or is it like a compilation of older shit, or?
These are all new.
Decent, yeah.
They're like,
Yeah,
pretty new.
We dropped them on SoundCloud like a week before.
Word. So what's you guys' like your recording process like?
Alright, so we go to Dylan's house usually. He has a little studio. We usually already have our bars written, me and Jagger at least. It takes about 15 minutes, we'll cook out a song.
Nice.
Get right. Then, it takes about 3 weeks to get them back, so it takes a minute to fucking get shit done.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
Dylan used to be kind of a homie, and he let us take the computer and shit all up to our house. And that's when I would bust out songs hella, but now he doesn't do that.
What happened there? What's the beef, dude?
Sounds like shit, dude.
And what did the bag smell like, you said?
Not great.
It smelled like Jagger's house. That's what he said.
No.
The bag smelled like Jagger's
Like,
house.
it's not bad, but I like, you can probably relate. You like your shit to smell like your own smell, right?
Yeah, I get you, bro.
I just like my shit to
I
smell
don't
like
really care
you.
about I don't really care about a bag, dude.
Yeah, it's a bag,
I'm a
bro.
smell
Like,
guy.
it's sitting in your room. It's
But I use the backpack a lot.
That's alright, dude. I get it, man.
I don't know.
So you're very much like the mastermind of this whole thing, right?
I wouldn't say that.
No.
This is where it gets twisted.
All I do,
This is where it gets, yeah. Okay.
all I do is when they say it's done, I make sure it sounds good. I mix it and then I upload it.
Jagger to me.
And I have. Okay, chill out. I fund the whole thing.
Okay,
That
so
is
you're
facts.
more of like a manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more the manager.
I have a question. How do you guys get your beats?
Oh, YouTube.
YouTube.
bro.
Alright.
We got one with Bryce's beat though.
Yeah, I've been
Alright,
trying to hit up Bryce for some beats, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause
He provides?
Seems like he's got some talent.
He always does like, I don't know. I mean, your guys are more like a trap sound. He does a lot of like lo-fi beats, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a whole like even when he shows me like a beat, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this is a dope beat, but it's gonna be mad hard to rap on.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, we
Sounds
got one
different.
though.
It's a different type of rap.
It's so different especially from what you guys make, cause like JP, he
can do it.
Yeah, JP and
Dude,
Bryce
that guy
are,
is
like
a-
lyrical
listen,
shit.
bro, I don't want to
JP
like
can
top
just rap
him up,
anything.
but bro, I've just like this past like 3 months, I've seen like he hasn't rapped the same on a single song. Like it's all different, and it just
He's
blows my
evolved
mind.
so
bro.
much
Cause
from
like
when he first started, bro.
I'll be chilling. Like I'll go to work and then I'll come back and they'll be like in my room or whatever, cause that's where our studio is, and they'll play me some shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like what possesses you to make this type of shit? Cause it's just like they'll show me one song where it's just like they're rapping their ass off, and then they'll show me another song where they're like melodically singing and shit. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
JP goes crazy.
It goes nuts, bro. I can't wait for them to drop that shit because we've all been.
Yeah, that album's gonna be.
Yeah,
when
what's
is
that?
it supposed to drop?
They recorded it on this, and then they had to re-record it on the new shit, and then schedules just haven't been colliding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
Bryce said a few.
so people haven't really like they haven't gotten in the studio and re-recorded, but the songs are done for like the most part at least. There's some shit on there,
Bryce
bro.
showed me most of them. Fire though.
Some shit on there. It's crazy.
JP goes crazy on them.
He's nuts, bro.
Bryce's beats. go hard.
Yeah,
They match
sure.
with JP. I feel like
It's nice, yeah. It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice. It's nice.
I feel like Bryce can custom beats to like
Yeah.
whoever's like
that
rapping on
DK.
it,
That's
dude.
his best beat I think I've ever heard by Bryce.
Which
Have you
one?
heard that? The one with DK that he put on his SoundCloud recently.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Bryce gave DK a beat?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
it was,
Yeah, Bryce has
It's
been
pretty
giving.
good
it's
too.
crazy.
Bryce has been giving everybody
Yeah,
beats,
he's
bro.
been promoting his stuff.
He gave me.
I
a
think he
beat.
should charge, bro. Make some money off of it,
Yeah.
honestly.
I don't know. You can't really be charging this early.
Not
You
yet.
can charge it
Gotta
a little
get it
bit,
out.
Not
dude.
yet,
Not
not
yet,
yet.
but like
Why would you? But that's the thing is like nowadays, why would you buy a beat when you can just go to YouTube?
YouTube.
That's
yeah.
facts.
It's like if he was to charge $5, then like people would just be like,
Although if that shit bops,
Yeah,
so
You
like,
gotta. St- this
yeah, it
kid-
just depends. Like, yeah.
But at the same time, why are you selling beats for $5?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
point,
it's-
dude. There's
Why
no
you dropping
point.
them for
no, not for
$5,
dude.
dude?
I would sell them for
But like
A little
even
$5
if-
lunch,
even
dude,
if
for a
you selling for
Yeah.
more, like you really think like people are buying mics and shit, but like
Yeah. Well, the thing is it's like nowadays, especially for like you guys and like JP and Bryce and that DK kid or whatever, it's just all like you guys are up and coming, so it's not like y'all got fucking bands you're trying to drop on this music shit. It's some shit you do on the side. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just some fun shit,
Well,
bro.
this kid was trying to charge us $20 for a verse.
for a verse, who was it?
This kid from River Tim. His name's
Slump T.
Slump T.
but I got it
Oh.
for
We
free.
got it for free.
So do you like curate the songs too? Like who gets on what with who?
I'll leave that up to them.
Yeah, it's us.
So who like sources out to the new artists? Because it seems like that's what you're doing.
I do.
I got
We got
Slump T.
some-
We all
We all
kinda
talked
put
to
in a little effort
Jagger
about it.
talks to
Not
DK.
really, I don't really talk to.
I hit up
kinda
DK about
stay
it.
down. I don't really like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Makai doesn't. He's.
Yeah, I don't promote.
It's
Do you
himself.
do you personally like working like with yourself or like a closed group of people like you three, or do you like it when there's guest verses and shit you've never heard before?
I don't know. It just depends, actually. I like doing songs with Jagger and BK because it's just easy. But
Just like familiar.
yeah, but like I've never actually done it before. Just a guest feature. The
Yeah.
only songs I made was with these guys, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't really know.
Word up.
I think to add on to that, I mean, all three of us, when we do it, we kind of have like more of a, you know,
It's like a camaraderie thing.
yeah,
Like
we-
chemistry.
I feel like we do a lot better with each other because we all have something new to bring to the table. You
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like we all got different flows and stuff. BK's got bars. Makai's got bars too.
Also.
Got my singing ability.
Jagger's
a singer,
clever,
though.
bro. Jagger's clever.
So Dylan, as a manager, whose talent do you value the most out of these?
We got a thing going. Don't order 2 chains.
I got 2 YTR
He has
chains.
2 YTR chains, and he said the best person
By the time it comes in.
by the time this comes in gets it.
So who's the leading?
So
As
right
of
now,
Yeah.
BK.
He's stoked about it, dude.
What?
Well, he already. I've said this many times.
Yeah.
Why is this news?
You should have waited, bro. You should have waited. You should have changed.
nah, like I put down bars. I started it. Literally a year ago, we said, little money we make off this, we're gonna buy chains with it. That's what we're doing.
You
Plus,
guys,
bro.
made money off it yet?
Off of
Little
what?
music.
Like recently, bro, we've had a lot of views on Spotify. Like me and Jagger both got
We've
like,
been going up.
over
yeah.
2,500 monthly listeners on it now.
Nice.
Well, when we dropped Swisher like a year ago, we made $5 off of that.
And this is on what?
We're with a record union. History then.
What is that?
So
What
like,
is that?
so like
What? I
a
don't
record
even know
label.
that.
Like,
Like, I don't
record
even.
union,
What?
record label.
We're signed to YTR.
so
I don't
basically,
even know what's going on.
they outsource your music,
Yeah, they put it on it.
Yeah.
Say
So
Is
they-
it just like a website?
yeah.
and then you just get like a
okay.
percentage of it.
So on the old one we made 85%. On the new one we make 100%.
Okay.
How is that?
And we pay. I pay.
We pay $20.
Do you pay more?
No, I pay $35 a year, which is
So it's like a
steal.
subscription service.
Yeah, kind of. So you pay $35 a year. You can upload as many times as you want. But I can only upload under 2 artist names,
Which kind of sucks. There's 3 of us.
which doesn't matter though because if they
You
all
can do,
release
like-
under YTR,
So yeah, that's.
then you don't need the second one.
That's true. That's
So-
cool. So what else do you guys do to like actively create a buzz? Because I feel like that's some of the hardest things that you can do, especially like locally, you know. 'Cause a lot of the time I've seen it a lot with like JP's music and shit like that, where it's like most of the sounds that you get here, like the looks in like plays that you get here, are people either like mocking it or like, you know, just like showing their friends so they can laugh about it, which is fucked up if you ask me.
Yeah, it's true, dude.
It's fucked up, but
I know.
You know, I just feel like when we make a song, we gotta make it catchy. We gotta make it good. We can't make it something where somebody can laugh at it. You know.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like you gotta put work into it to where it sounds good, to where it's produced good. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear that you guys are doing that because a lot of the time, and like that's like the general consensus with YTR music, like from an outside perspective, is that it's just like thrown together. No, not necessarily goofy, because everything naturally that you get from someone who's like from Casper or whatever is gonna be goofy because you know these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear like BK rap now, like I know BK, so when I hear that, I'm like, you know?
Well, it takes
You know what I
time
mean?
to catch on. That's what it is.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what it is.
Something new.
Because soon, if you just look at BK and think that's the rapper,
Yeah, well, and eventually that's how
Yeah.
people will think. You know, it's just because
Yeah.
you just gotta keep doing it. Like one thing that I could say is like freshman year when JP dropped Free T-Stone. Y'all remember that shit? So like everybody was playing it just as like a joke,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
And
how
then-
my shit was.
And then they just caught on.
And then the
Everybody
more
started listening
and then the
to
more
it.
JP like put shit out, people were like,
Thought
it didn't even matter if it was corny. Like the Name Game, the song that he made, was mad corny. But it doesn't really matter if people thought it was corny because he just kept doing it. So then
Yeah.
people would listen to it because it was like the
Yeah.
new shit to listen to, you know. So I think here locally, it's it's super hard to get like a buzz.
Especially in a small town like this with people close by.
I just try and make it sound good to like myself, and I just like. I don't
Yeah, so you just do it as like a
Yeah.
passion thing. Like it's not
Yeah.
necessarily like
It's
to
just
get
like-
paper.
Me and
Yeah, it's
Jagger
just,
are
like,
different.
fun, dude.
Me and Jagger like
You guys got a motive to.
we're
like,
not trying to
make
be
it.
different really. Like JP, he wants to he has a different sound.
Yeah.
Like that's I don't know if we're going that way. Like
You're not trying to be different.
I'm trying to be different.
like different is it's like in a way like we just want to sell shit. Like we're trying to sell our stuff
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
But don't you think that it's easier, especially if, because like I feel like it's easy to get lost in a crowd of
It
like
is.
SoundCloud rappers and shit. You know?
Oh,
So like if I could say like one thing that like the music that Bryce and JP are like making is that it's unique. You know, so it'll catch.
That's
you
what I'm
listen to
saying.
it-
But our shit's like yeah.
If you listen to it, it'll catch you off guard. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't expect that from someone. But like nowadays, it's usually like melodic raps, and melodic raps sell. But the way that I think about it, from like just like an A&R perspective, is that you have to have something unique to come out with at first. Like if you look at like Lil Yachty or whatever, like the melodic shit was like
Unique to them.
unique to what he did at first, and now he's making like these normal trap music. But it's because he's big now, so it doesn't really matter.
Blueface did too, bro.
Yeah, Blueface
That
too,
shit,
yeah.
man.
that shit's hard.
I love, bro. I fuck with Blueface.
I love it.
Everybody else around here hates
Kobe,
Blueface.
Did in
Kobe,
June.
Kobe, your brother, hating on Blueface.
Say
I'm
since
gonna- I'm
June.
gonna-
Since June I've been rocking with
Yeah,
Blueface.
bro, he's the one. He showed me Deadlogs.
In June.
I thought that
bro.
shit, dude.
He thought it was
that
so
shit
trash.
Oh,
That shit's gotta catch on, though. That's what it is.
Yeah.
he
I didn't
played it for me
ex-
like 6 other times, and I was like,
I didn't like
Dude, I
Blueface.
just started listening to like the new song. I listened to that shit.
I didn't like it until Bleed It came out.
I didn't.
I know, Bleed It was hard.
Bleed It came out and I was like, shit. So then I listened to Studio and I really fucked with
Studio's
Studio.
Yeah.
Listen to
That shit's
GF,
mad funny,
YN, GF.
Yeah, that's
GF
the
I am.
song that I started to
From
fuck
Your
with
Mom.
him.
It's probably his best song. Put
Alright.
in Your Face.
But I
It's
mean,
another great.
then again, I feel like that song
Dude,
was
what
only
is
made
it?
up
YG
because of,
played his Tatiana.
Yeah,
the
we played the
concert
Tatiana remix.
Oh, really?
It was
That
pretty
That shit's
lit.
dope. Yeah, I feel like most of that like Blueface, like the whole Blueface wave and shit like that, is simply because there's so many melodic rappers.
It's
that,
different.
Because like you listen to Blueface and that shit just sounds like old like West Coast shit to
Yeah.
me, like a newer adaptation of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But like you got to think like NWA wasn't really rapping on beat, like they were, but like same. Flow.
He says he's rapping on beat
now.
to him, yeah.
yeah, he's starting to rap on beat more. I definitely did notice that.
It's cool that nowadays like rappers can progress as they get bigger. Because before it was like you had to be like the best of the best, or
You had to be
wouldn't.
big
Yeah.
before you tried anything weird.
Yeah.
Else nobody would be like, dude, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for real.
And like in Blueface's instance, like he was not a great rapper, and he's getting better.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to think that like people still fuck with him when he wasn't a good rapper. So like what he can
I don't
do
know.
when he
I
becomes
thought
really
he-
great.
I don't think he's changed at all.
I watched the Breakfast Club interview, and he was
Yeah, I watched that
talking
shit
about
too.
he was talking about how he changed. Like he was talking about how
Like he's changed, of course, but I don't think his flow's changed.
yeah. I mean it's different. It's definitely because he's in pocket now.
Yeah.
Because when he was rapping off beat, he was like it just wasn't on beat. It was tight, but it just like wasn't on
Yeah.
beat. You know. But like Bleed It, that song is on beat as shit.
Really did's good, bro.
I should say.
I don't know. Another thing, in Casper, no one else has put their stuff on Apple Music, Spotify. There's been on
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Well, no one else is really. To be honest with you, no one else is really dropping music.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Cody, and Cody's good with it, but I think Cody's going away. Like he's less of like a local rapper. Like he's obviously lives here, but I don't think that's his target audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he very
He's
much
trying to reach out. to
he very
Casper
much
and shit.
projects himself out word, like a not just exclusively here, where like you look at it, you know, like someone else. Usually you get a buzz in town and then
That's how you get big. That's how you got started.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
we're
that's
trying to get
exactly.
to our town, you know, more.
If all of Casper likes this, all of Wyoming's gonna like us.
yeah,
Keep
straight
doing
up.
all of you.
Well, and this is my thing is I was talking, we were talking to JP about it. It's just like the region that we're in. Like if you're the best rapper in Wyoming, you're probably the best rapper in the Midwest, straight up.
That's facts.
I think, to be honest with you, I'm keep
We
nut
got
riding
Idaho,
JP, but
fucking
that boy is
Nebraska.
Yeah.
spit. I think he.
best
I
rapper
hon-
in the Midwest.
I honestly-
Some fucking farm boys. and
Yeah,
shit.
straight up, bro. I honestly think JP is the best rapper in the Midwest right now.
100%.
Like the best lyrical rapper in the Midwest,
Lyrical.
without a doubt, bro. Cause I've heard this man JP just like freestyle some shit, not even write it down, and I'm just like, bro.
JP's has 100 documents of his bars, dude.
Yeah, it's
insane. You showed me them.
it's fucking nuts,
It's
bro.
crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it's like there's really no competition here. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
I
like
know.
lyrical rap too is just so much more like
Hard.
it's just so much. Yeah, I can't.
It's
lyrics
hard to,
rap.
like,
I
come up with
tried to
bars.
write down a story and it's just
That's gonna match.
my vocabulary isn't up there like that.
Well,
I
and
can't
dude,
think of anything.
Another thing is like it's to be spoken, like how melodic rap is compared to like lyrical rap, is they're both hard, like they're both hard in like separate ways or whatever. But the reason I think that like I personally fuck with lyrical rap more is because you have to be so much more witty to like get your point across, you know what I'm saying? Because if someone who's mad lyrical, like MF Doom comes out with like a simpleton ass song where like there's no like double entendres and like he's not really rapping, I'm gonna be like, this shit's whack, you know what I'm saying? Where,
That's
like,
what he's known for.
yeah, like young bands can come out and literally just go for fucking 3 minutes, and I love that
Yeah,
shit.
that
you
shit
know?
goes hard.
So it's like this to be spoken, like how you present yourself. Because if young bands came out with some MF Doom level bars, I'm like, what the?
I feel like that's how
fuck?
JP's.
Yeah, dude.
JP's always been lyrical.
Yeah,
He's always tried to
always,
be
yeah.
lyrical.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like it's like because like our generation, like us, we're in such a weird time as far as music goes.
We're the
because
middle child. Yeah.
yeah, it was because rap music before was all about who's like the best rapper, and rap music now is like,
Can make the anthem.
well, who can really, it's like who can promote themselves best because social media.
Yeah.
You know, because like before you get your shit listened to, you have to promote yourself, and then obviously you gotta be good at making music too.
It's a lot of what it is promoting.
Straight
Just
up.
getting
Yeah.
people to listen to.
It's pretty much 90% promotion
Yeah.
and then 10% skill.
That's the hardest part, promoting it, getting it to everyone.
Yeah, but
'Cause
my
it- you can show it to
Just
everyone, but
building
not
a
everyone's gonna
following is the
listen to it.
hardest part, yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. I think it. There's something to be said about just like having like a small fan base too, though. Like a lot of my favorite rappers are like just been underground for 20 years. They don't really. Like, so you guys listen to MF Doom?
I've heard of it. Just because you put some on your story.
I have
would
no
listen to
idea.
it.
I'll play you some after this, bro. Listen to this shit. MF Doom legitimately thinks he's a supervillain. Like, I'm not fucking around, bro. Listen to this, bro. Listen. So he was overseas, like on tour or some shit, and they wouldn't let him back into America. So he just said, "I'm done with the U.S." and he doesn't live here. He lives in
You
the
say
UK.
I'm done with this land?
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm done with this land. So this man, he'll book concerts, right? And if he doesn't want to go, he'll just because he wears a mask. Like, that's his whole stick, is that you'd never see what his face looks like. So he'll just get someone to the same stature of him and just have him perform the shows.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's phony Doom performances all over YouTube. People get pissed about it because they like pay good money to see this man, and then like halfway through they're like, "This isn't fucking MF Doom, dude." It's mad funny, bro, because like he just doesn't give a fuck at all. Like, he just doesn't care. And when he's asked about it, he's like, "Yeah, it was a fake, dude. It was a."
What if it's like 3 people?
Yeah, just all MF Doom. That'd be crazy. Yeah, but like MF Doom, he like built a following in like the early 2000s, and it's not like he's actively like went to get more fans since then. And
He's in need of probably.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't really do any promotion or anything like that.
nah,
So.
the last interview I think was like 2011 or some shit like that he's ever been in,
He
because
stays off the radar.
he doesn't really care, and his whole like slogan is that he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, and like you can just a dumb amount of rappers love MF Doom because he's so like he just is good. He is just mad good, and he doesn't.
How old is he?
I mean, you don't really know.
You don't even know.
He-
You know what?
Yeah, his last name is Doomile. He's probably like
You never seen his
45.
face?
I've googled it. I think I have. Well, he used to be in this group called it was like KMT or something with his brother. was Sub Rock. So it was Sub Rock, and then his name was like Zed Love X or some shit like that. And they were in like a boom bap like group in like '85 or whatever. And then within the same week, his brother passed away in a car accident, and his label dropped him, and they couldn't put out their sophomore album. His label dropped him, so he was homeless for like 3 years. And then one day, like at an open mic in New York, he just put a mask on his face. Actually, he put a pantyhose on his face at first, and he like started rapping. And then he got like you know like the WWF like Kane, you know him.
Oh, you're Kane.
He just spray painted a Kane mask and put it on, and then he's been MF Doom since. It's crazy.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and like him, or even you have to think like most of the Wu-Tang members, they don't do promotion anymore. Like once you're at that plane, you know, like once you're there, like once you break the threshold, like you don't have to do that shit anymore because you've already come up. And I feel like it was much easier to come up back then, you know.
Well, there wasn't that many people doing it back then either.
Well, like, okay, you didn't have the internet, so you had to like make a local buzz first, which could be hard for some people. But you also didn't have to beat out everybody because you can rap for $0. You have a mic on your headphones and you can rap. You know.
Facts.
Where did you see Wu-Tang's dropping a documentary on Showtime? So
Yeah, that's
pretty
crazy.
dope.
Yeah. Speaking of that, who's your guys' favorite rappers? Like, what are you guys into? What's your guys' biggest influence as far as like your music goes?
Oof. I have no idea.
Jagger can go first. Jagger knows his.
Honestly.
Well, like in a lyrical rapper, like I've been listening to J. Cole ever since I started listening to rap.
Yeah, I fuck with J. Cole heavy.
But like once I started getting into trap, it was like Lil Uzi Vert and stuff.
Yeah.
That was getting me into it, and like Young Thug too. It's just because they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
They're all doing different stuff, and that's what I kind of want to do. You got to make something different to make it in the rap game these days. So
Yeah,
that's-
Yeah, just gotta find trying to find what's
a niche
we're
you gotta
different
find.
about.
Yeah, straight
we're gonna
up.
stick with it. But
I have no idea, dude.
No idea. Well, what do you like to listen to?
I like J. Cole, Kendrick, A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
Like,
So when you're in the booth, do you ever like consciously think like this one needs to be more of like an ignorant like trap song, or like this one needs to be more of like a lyrical song, or does it just kind of come?
Oh
out?
yeah.
it just kind of comes up. Like I just
just
write
the
this shit
beat.
stuff.
Just right to
yeah,
the beat.
Just right to the beat. Oh,
That's
however I
nice.
feel right then. I'll
Yeah.
just do it like that.
What about you?
I'd say Young Thug. That's who influenced me, like saying some stuff. Like, I wanted to say stuff like him, but it's too hard.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't know, it's crazy, but Kendrick, that's who influences me.
Yeah.
Lately, Lil Keed, I like him. Lil TJ, ever heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Goes hard, bro.
Never heard of him.
I don't even know who Lil TJ is.
Alright, listen to this. Because I don't rap, so I don't have any influence. But listen. What?
Talk a little louder.
But listen, here. I'm going to tell you who I think they copy.
I
Not
like
copy,
that.
but influence off of.
Mhm.
BK, Shoreline Mafia.
Okay.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No
that's
doubt.
True, bro.
That's good.
He likes OGZ.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Do I sound like them,
Is
though?
that how you say his name, OGZ?
I don't think I sound like
Never
him,
used
though.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's the same subgenre.
All right, keep going, bro.
Makai, A$AP Rocky.
That's facts.
He's got that, I don't know, that little wave. Jagger, fuck, dude.
Sway Lee,
Nah, he
Like
wish.
Offset.
Rich the Kid.
Jagger's definitely a
Kid.
Richard Kid bite. Not bite, but
Not
influence.
bite.
Not a bite, but
Doesn't sound like him.
Not a bite, but an
Jesus.
influence. Definitely
Have
influence.
you guys ever like? Because I've heard Jagger's been talking about, but you too. Have you ever like wanted to be more versatile? Like you ever like push yourselves outside of the box, like on purpose?
Me
Like
and
you
Jagger
went down-
sing.
Cause like I feel like a lot
Oh,
of it, I feel like a lot of it is like you've got like your experimental artists, you know, like people who you you have no idea. Like Kid Cudi is a good, you know, like he could just put out a rock album. He just put out
Oh, yeah,
he
he
just
did.
put out a rock album if he wanted to, you know, which is crazy. But obviously the rock album didn't do that good. But it's just you can't really put Kid Cudi in like any box, you know, because he can spit with the best of them, but he can also sing and do all that type of shit. Or like the way I look at it is like a J. Cole who he doesn't really stir the pot, you know, like he's great at what he does and he's super lyrical, but it's not like he's out there trying new sounds or anything like that. Would you consider yourselves more of like an experimental group or just like people who stick to what they got?
Experimental. I feel like every song we're making is different.
Yeah, bro, I just
Oh, yeah.
like artists or groups who like every project they do is just something different.
Yeah, we're
It's
trying
not
to
the same thing. 'Cause if
never
they just
trying
keep
to
doing
have
the
the same
thing.
thing.
It gets boring.
like
Like
some
Migos, that shit just got boring because they just do the same thing every time.
I feel you. I know there's a rapper in Casper, same flow, almost the same bars on every song, bro. It's crazy. Unnamed though. But he knows, probably.
Oh, some beef?
No beef.
Some
I'm just
Casper
saying.
Y beef?
Nah,
YTR's got
It's
the
a
beef?
It's a big name rapper
No,
that has the
everybody hates
same.
YTR.
That he has the same flow and same words, and it's crazy.
I mean, it's
How many
cool.
views you get?
It's cool, but
Do
like,
it like we're trying to be different.
I feel that.
Yeah, I feel you guys. But that's the thing, is it's just like, that's the thing that we're trying to think of, too. Because, like, you know, thinking of, like, a rollout of this album, like, Bryce and I have been thinking about it quite a bit. But at the same time, it's shitty to think, but, like, it doesn't really matter, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's, like, still going to get the same 13 people to like my tweet. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, like, the odds of it branching out, the only way it's gonna is if it's, like, quality music, you know? Because, like, how many people listen to your shit once? And it's like, that's, you know.
Yeah, sweet.
Are we
That's
heard
right.
YTR, or, you know, that's JP, you know?
Yeah.
And then never listen to that shit again, because it has to be something that...
that's 85% of this town.
Yeah, straight up. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it has to be something more. It has to be something that stretches more, because the shit that that they're making, the shit that you guys are making, isn't for the masses of this town.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's like a niche that likes trap. There's a niche that likes rap music here. But you're definitely outnumbered as far as like people who like other shit. You know,
Yeah,
like,
'cause most of them
like
just don't
pop
even like
stuff,
like
yeah.
rap music. They just like fucking shit country music.
yeah.
Or
So
some juice.
I
You
feel
can go
like
to any high school in
Yeah,
a big
just some
city,
trash music.
and all the girls are gonna be listening to rap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like you go to here and listen to the stuff on 104.7. Like,
Well, yeah,
Some
That's
Shawn Mendes.
well, the thing about it is like what people here listen to is we're so Wyoming. Unless you want to be, you're so disconnected from the world.
Yeah.
So they're listening to some shit that I was listening to 2 years ago, or they're listening to some shit that like blew up on Twitter. They see like a 30-second like clip of it on Twitter.
They want to go listen. They look it up on
Yeah,
the internet.
they look up the
find it.
lyrics. Yeah. So it's just like it's in order for like timeless music to get here, with the exception of like 20 people, you're not gonna listen. You'll be hard pressed to have people listening to it until that shit hits the radio or something. Like Damn is a good example, because like when Damn came out, like the people who were obviously like big fans, like us and like other rap fans, they fucked with it heavy. But it wasn't until like Love or DNA or like even because like the Humble music video came out, but it wasn't until like DNA or
It was definitely DNA first.
DNA was like on the radio.
Yeah,
That's-
DNA had its own like story when that shit dropped.
That's when people, and it was months after the album came out. That's when people around here
Yeah,
were,
still,
listening
like-
to it,
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard here because people don't give a shit enough. Like,
Yeah.
They mainly just listen to the mainstream stuff.
well, and it's really hard to like. For them, I would imagine to like support local artists, because the way it has been done in the past is it's such a mockery that like, even if you're seriously trying, like you're trying to take it serious,
Yeah.
like
I still think it's a joke.
they still think it's a joke, and it's harder now than it ever has been, because it was like people did it as jokes back in the day, so it's harder now than it ever has been. So it's like you can see like Cody Redman will put up like a song and people will listen to it or whatever, but it's not like they like tune in,
Yeah.
or like you guys
They're not.
Yeah,
put
no
some
one's
shit-
gonna take it seriously.
There's hearing it.
Yeah.
you guys put some shit out, but they
I know nobody's waiting for the next one.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's a fact.
for your guys' next year.
Yeah, no one's like, I can't wait for that shit to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's creating a buzz is like one of the hardest things you can do,
Yeah.
So that's why it's like with anything respectively that I've done as far as like the podcast or like the little Instagram videos that I make, it's like it's almost better to just not tell people you're doing it and then just put it out, and like people are like, oh fuck, they're doing a podcast now, or oh fuck, what is this,
Because I'm gonna see it then.
because then it's like, oh shit, I get it, But a lot of it is also like, I just can't wait for like JP's shit to come out, because it's such.
It's gonna blow people's minds.
Well, you just like people get so invested into something, Like I'm sure you guys have it too. When you're in the studio and you hear your own shit, you're like, damn, this is crazy. Like I can't wait for other people to hear it.
Yeah.
Like that's just how we've been feeling for fucking months. Because it's like,
that's how I'm feeling about a couple of singles that I have.
yeah, because the shit's been like they were recording that shit when we were back. I know I was living with Kobe. Like that's when they.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, we couldn't do that. We just wanted to like get people to hear it,
Yeah, it's cool
and
as fuck.
try to create something.
Yeah, we don't got that patience.
Yeah, we did not have patience like that.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's fucking super hard, but it also helps that like no one's really like looking out for it.
Yeah.
You know, it also helps that like
I don't know, because when me and Makai put out Swisher about 8 months ago,
Hmm?
like people wanted to hear more stuff then. So like we did that. Then but I feel like in Casper they hear it once and they're done with it.
yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Like they'll watch your podcast once.
Yeah, dude, because on the
They won't
first
give it a
podcast
chance.
we got like
100
150
yeah, I
views,
saw that.
and then the second one was like 97.
They watch it once and like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's really hard with the culture of just like Casper in general, just because a lot of it has to do with like no one really gives a shit, you know, like no one really cares, and it's a bummer, man. But that's really how it works. That's why I think it's cool, like this new wave of, you know, like creative people.
Yeah.
They're all just like, everyone's down to support each other. Whether I listen to a YTR song and I'm like, this is not good, you know.
Yeah.
Like if I personally thought that, I'm still gonna support you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
it's-
it's just like the respect.
It's just
They-
trying it.
Because everybody,
Yeah.
like,
No one else is really trying it.
exactly, like it's hard, and you can say that, like, you know, you don't like these people for doing something, but at least they're fucking doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Big fact.
Yeah,
'Cause
because I was hating on at first, bro. I'll be honest, but like I'm not hating no more.
Well, it's
bro.
easy
all
to
love.
hate.
Yeah.
It's easy to hate.
It's
that's,
easy
That's
to
kind of
hate.
like
It's
the
all
crowd
love
we
here
got
now,
thrown
bro.
into.
I
It's
listen
like,
to your guys' shit the first time every day, and it's like it's pretty decent, bro.
Yeah. It's gotten better, bro.
Well,
from a
Yeah,
year
dude,
ago.
for sure.
that's like the crowd we got into. Was like everybody was like, oh, dude, those kids are just the stoners, this and that. They just like to smoke. But like, I mean, shit, we're still doing stuff. We're still making music. We're doing all this shit. Like, we're not just sitting here on the
Yeah.
couch all day playing
Smoking
Xbox
weed.
doing
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Like, it's like- that's
Bro.
what Kelly Walsh.
That's what I do.
Bro, we
People
got it the
see
worst.
this and they're like, yeah, they're stoners. That's all. And I don't even know how. People think I do meth. They're like, what type of drugs do you do? I'm like, bro, you're joking. I do not do meth.
Bro, that's
People really
the
be looking
worst.
at me like I be doing meth. Some girls I haven't talked to for like 3 years. Like, what drugs do you do? I'm like, come on.
I don't fucking do drugs.
Bro, I get asked if I smoke every day.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're,
everybody thinks Dylan's
Every
Bro,
day.
Just because he hangs out with us.
bro, I got it the worst.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Tanner
bet.
You
got
have
it the worst.
no
That's
clue.
facts, actually.
You have no idea. Like,
I was guilty of that too.
bro, it was so bad, and it still is. I'll be at like lunch or something. Like I'll be out to eat. Like you hang out at JP, you hang out, you know. I'm like, yeah. You want to smoke sometime? I'm like, no, dude, we're fucking winners. What are you coming up to me for? Dude? Get the hell out of here with that bullshit, you know. It sucks, and we got looped in high school. We got looped into the same shit too, because it's like, I feel in a lot of ways like when JP and like Kobe and I got out of high school, we almost like passed the torch down to you guys, and like the same like
Yeah.
like mindset and like
Yeah.
stigmatized like group of like, you know, just kids that don't do anything.
Yeah, I hung out with you guys
Smoke
for a
all day.
year. When you guys are seniors, it's the same.
Yeah,
same
it's
mindset.
very similar, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it's just like, in a lot of ways, our group was very similar to your group, where it's just like, the outside opinion matters to a lot of people in this town.
Yeah.
Like someone will,
Yeah, I don't
Someone-
give a fuck what anybody thinks. about
someone
it.
will do something like pretty fucking, you know, like they'll do something that they want to put out, but they're like scared to put it out or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It was never like that for us, and I'm sure it's probably never like that for you guys.
Like, why not?
Because like we're just, I remember we were
Well,
just doing
We're just
wild
having fun,
shit,
bro. Doing shit.
Actually, at first we were kind of scared about
Yeah,
it,
at
but
first
then
I
we
was
started.
sketched,
Yeah,
you know?
we started making like actual good music. When we made Drop, and we started making like In the Back too.
Mm.
Then we were like, okay, this is actually starting to like turn out pretty good. And then Makai came back, and I was like, well, I don't know if Makai's gonna be on our level. And he came right back like that, dude. He was already like there rapping, like that shit was.
I already knew Makai's on our level.
Yeah, I mean,
Kai's just been
I
waiting
felt
for
like he
us.
would be, but like, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, no,
it's,
I feel
there's
you.
always a question in it.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. That's the thing is, it's hard to put like a label on a lot of the shit that comes out in this town, because it's all so different, but like we're all from the same place. You know what I'm saying? We're like everybody has their own sound now. Like Florida rappers sound like Florida rappers. California rappers sound like California rappers.
Hey,
New
don't
York-
stop talking shit on Kodak.
Florida is trash.
Whoa,
Okay, hold on, I
what
fuck with
you
Kodak.
saying?
I do
Yeah,
too
bro.
sometimes.
Okay, I hated Kodak.
Florida,
yeah,
because I couldn't understand the
That
fucking
new
words he
album,
said.
though?
I love
Bro,
Kodak.
Bro.
that changed my whole perspective of Kodak, that new album. Because I could actually, he
So
enunciates
nuts,
his
bro.
words now. And it's just.
Have you guys seen
tell
that?
the story,
I'm
bro.
sure you
Fuck
probably
it.
have, but have you seen that World Star Hip Hop video of Kodak when he was like 14? And
Yeah.
he covers Ambition by
No
Wale.
Flocka or no Flockin or whatever.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know. It was
He was young as
might have been,
fuck.
but it was
See,
like
no
the
fucking's hard.
it was the Ambition
No Flockin, skirt,
instrumental,
skirt.
and he was like really rapping like some conscious shit. I was like, that's nuts, bro. Most Florida rappers I fuck with, to be honest with you. Like I was really hating on X when like
Isn't
When he-
Smoke from freaking?
Yeah.
It's my person from Florida.
and
Same fucking Florida.
Lil
It's not
Pump
a good
is like
music place, bro.
they. To be honest with you, they don't. Like if I'm being real, it's very generic music, except for the like X. He made some like really experimental shit. I didn't like it. I still don't like it.
No.
To be honest with you, but I respect like what he did for Florida rappers at least, because besides like Kodak,
Kind of put them on.
he was the one that put him on. Yeah, the guy wasn't a great dude, like personally, from what I hear.
He's
I never
changing,
fucking
I
met him,
guess.
but-
That's why
Yeah.
he was. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even if he was, like that's cool, but like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do what you did. You know?
You raping a woman with a pitchfork.
You can't undo that. You know?
Raped the girl with the
Allegedly.
Like
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We'll see on
It
his
definitely happened.
trial or whatever.
No, they dropped it because he died.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kodak for a
Oh,
minute.
fuck.
No,
his-
Kodak just beat up.
No,
on
we're
Kim.
talking about X.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
like
Allegedly.
that sexual
Yeah.
assault shit in Carolina.
No, but X,
Kodak wouldn't be doing that
Okay,
shit.
I was
X,
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
There's
I don't
like
know if I like Kodak.
the reports are that like X beat this girl up and then like, and I don't know the whole facts.
Locked
Obviously,
her up.
locked her up for like a week. Didn't give her a phone, and then like like the turkey basters,
Stuck
Yeah.
it up.
raped her with that, allegedly, obviously. But so when I hear that shit, and then I hear
Crazy,
people
bro.
like banging them, I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
That's weird.
It's crazy, but
You're
at the same
saying
time,
you're saying though about sounds. There's no sound in Wyoming.
no, none.
No sound.
There's not, and it's
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
it's hard because there's no sound, but it's also like really cool because it's so unique to who like the person is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's
your
not even-
shit-
Just make your
There's
own
not even like a
sound.
Colorado like rapper that's big like.
not
So that's like
necessarily.
we can move in like I don't know. We need to start expanding. That's
Yeah, there's nobody
That's for
big
soon.
in the mainstream that's from Colorado. though.
Yeah, that's the thing is it's just like it's
Not at all.
I don't know. It's weird because
Midwest
here
is waiting to blow up.
here everybody has their own like sound that's so unique to them. Like YTR, you put it up to like a Cody Redmond song, it doesn't
totally
sound,
different.
doesn't sound anywhere
So,
similar.
yeah, DK too.
And you put that shit up to like a JP song, it definitely
Totally different.
doesn't sound similar. You put that up to even like even shit like cause when I'm just bored, I have a fucking studio in my room, so I'll just make shit when I'm bored, you know. And I'll be listening to the shit I made, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's hard, bro.
Like what possesses me to do this? No, I've made some
You got some
crazy
good
shit. Yo,
Made a tape.
I
in,
put a
like,
tape
one
out.
night, dude.
there's a tape out. There's a Tanner tape out, but
Just no one knows.
Probably
about
never find it,
No
'cause
one
I-
knows.
So funny.
I put it under
You heard it?
Nah.
an alternate name, but it's funny. It's like it's goofy, but
Like a comedy.
I'm singing on it, dude. I can sing. Low key, I be singing, dude. We recorded it on this couch with this mic
Sounds good.
in like,
At like 2 in the morning.
it was like probably like 3 hours, made like 7 songs.
Damn.
It was fun, man. We had a good time. But like even then, like it's just everything sounds so different that it's hard for like it to be so focused on one thing. And in a lot of places, it has to be focused on one thing in order to blow
Blow
up.
up. Yep.
So.
I don't know. I kind of like California. That's what I like.
There was only 4 regions with a set sound. LA, New York, Atlanta, and Florida.
That
That's
is
it.
exactly
No, you got the
it.
Houston sound. You got the
That's just Travis Scott, that's it.
no.
Who else is from
Louisiana has
Yeah,
a
you got
sound too.
NBA
honestly.
too.
No. The
Right.
Houston sound, bro. The Houston sound, like you can't disrespect like Chopped and Screwed or like the Dirty
Oh.
South.
And plus,
But you also have to think like nowadays on the internet is not a fucking. There's no sounds. There's no sounds anymore. Atlanta made trap
Atlanta
music.
is a definite sound.
Atlanta made trap music, but what is everyone making now?
Trap music.
So Atlanta sound is America sound.
Pretty much, yeah.
You see what I'm saying here? And like the Florida
But-
sound is just. I mean, you've got like Denzel Curry and you've got like Kodak Black.
The Florida sounds fast. It's a very fast sound.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything in Florida is very fast.
And everything in Houston's very slow. Like you've got the Chopped and Screwed. Because there's people in Houston that, like you got to think like MGK or not MGK. UGK. You know like the Dirty South like shit from back in the day. That shit influences music now more than ever. So there's a lot of different like culturally, there's a lot of different shit. Like A$AP Rocky is known for like being like the rebirth of like the chopped and screwed era, like or like previously was. Now he's on some other shit, obviously. But like previously,
Some weird shit now.
did you guys like that Testing album?
I
I
like
like
bangers.
I like the last songs off
It was alright, but kind of happened.
Nothing will ever top
I feel like that.
Allah, I don't know, At Long.
Nah, Allah was definitely better than.
I mean, Long Glass.
I just feel like that Testing album wasn't for me. Like I listened to it and it's just like
I like 42nd Street.
I think he was trying to go for something different. It just like
Kind of went
I don't
mainstream.
He's been
Yeah.
working on that type of
It was like an
Mainstream
experimental
like
mainstream
Sundress and
trap
stuff.
album.
uh,
yeah,
was
I'm
weird.
no, to be honest, like, and no disrespect to him, but I feel like the whole like testing and like an experimental, that was just a fucking cover to make.
Trash
Trap.
music.
No, not to make trap, but just to make like shit that's popping. Like you got a song with Frank Ocean on it. That shit's just a Frank Ocean song.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? You got a song with fucking Skepta on it. It's just a Skepta song. You know what I'm saying? Like testing other people's waves is really all he was doing. With all respect, like that's really what he was doing, and like fine by me, whatever. But like,
It was nothing on it.
it's hard for
It's
his
his worst album he's had yet.
I'd
oh,
say,
yeah,
I'd
by
say,
far.
I'd say personally, I'd say.
Most
But,
definitely.
but then again, like that's what he gets for like, cause like everybody like Kanye West is a great example. None of his shit ever sounds the same, and he's like a scapegoat for that, cause you hear some Kanye West shit, like you hear Yeezus when it came out, you're like this shit is horrible, you know. But then Travis Scott made a whole wave off that shit, you know, and it's like. Is Kid Cudi, or not is Kid Cudi, but is Kanye West a genius for that, or is he just biting people's waves? Because it seems like every album he puts out, he's got a new like protege, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Yeezus was very much a Travis Scott influenced album. You've got The Life of Pablo was so many like new sounds. It's just not like Kanye West sounds. You know what I'm saying? You've got fucking Chance the Rapper was a big part of that album, and you can definitely tell. And like even up to like the new shit, like the like Ye and stuff, you can definitely tell that like the chick that sings like the and I feel free, you know, she's laced all throughout. It's like 7 songs. And
That's
she's
a
on
good
every,
song.
how's she gonna be on every one of them? You know what I'm saying? How can it be a Kanye album when she's on every fucking one of them? You know?
Bro, what's that one song? Ghost Town. It just says featuring Party Next Door,
Yeah,
but that shit's got Kid Cudi on it.
it's got so many people.
And
But
motherfuckers.
Kanye low-key has been doing that. Like
Yeah,
Fade.
he just doesn't fucking.
Like
push
Fade,
it.
you know Fade from
Yeah.
The Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
That's got like Post Malone, like
I don't like that song though.
That's what.
like, even if you don't like it, there's so many
Travis did
people that
too,
just
though.
aren't.
Yeah.
His new
And it's
album.
weird. Why would, and Party Next Door is not even a big part of that song.
It's weird. Yeah,
it's
it's
a very
weird.
minimal part in that.
I don't know why he put him as a feature, because I get it if you don't put anybody as a feature.
But you put Party Next Door.
But if you put, I think it's because he wanted to sell it low key. He would be like, people want to listen to Party, dude. He can't put out his own album.
Party Next Door most likely wrote the entire song too.
Yeah, bro. That's how I feel about most singing, like, performing artists that come in and, like, sing. Like, you guys know, like, the Young Band's song, Riding?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Landon on that song.
Oh, Landon Q.
He just comes in and ruins the shit.
Yeah.
I'm vibed
Yeah.
out, dude. He comes singing like his fucking hair metal. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
What's that song with Juice WRLD on that album? That's how I feel about Juice WRLD on that song.
Yeah. Juice, but that's the thing is, it's weird. It's weird nowadays because it's such a like a mixing pot of like
Fucking colliding. It might not sound good always.
most of the time, like with a lot of the new artists, it's just like, man, this is fucking
Yeah, but by themselves they're good.
yeah. Damn, Brock, who's your favorite like newer rapper, new wave artist?
I mean, they're not really new, and they're just a group. Flatbush Zombies, dude.
Yeah, but I don't
Been on
consider.
that
Who's your
shit
favorite
forever,
rapper of
dude.
all
They've
time?
been doing this
My
stuff
favorite
for a
rapper
minute,
of all
though.
time? Fuck.
We'll go around.
I don't know, dude.
It's
Yeah.
tough. I don't
Okay,
know.
I gotta do
think about
favorite
that.
rapper or best rapper of all time.
Favorite.
Favorite, like
Favorite
personal.
rapper, Young Thug.
I knew that.
Best rapper of all time.
Young Thug. I'm just
Young
kidding.
Thug. Yeah. Nah.
Young Thug. Best rapper, Kendrick Lamar.
Like, go to Jagger.
Alright, yeah, I got him now.
All right.
My favorite rapper, Kendrick. Best rapper, Biggie.
Biggie.
Yeah,
Respect
dude.
that.
I feel like my favorite rapper. Ooh. Lately. Oh, man.
Flippo De Niro.
Flip De Niro's been pretty nice lately, but I don't think he's my favorite. I think the
I just
best
like that
rapper
song
though.
with Kanye West, dude.
Kanye West,
Yeah, that's just catchy as fuck.
You guys heard that new Melly shit with Kanye West?
Yeah.
Mixed personalities, bro.
Yeah, I watched the music video for that.
Oh,
Stupid,
that's what I meant to say.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what I was meaning.
I think my favorite rapper right now, who I think's also got like the most talent of the new wave,
Yeah.
is JID.
Yeah,
For
straight up.
sure.
He's
I think
nice
he's
with it.
definitely got like the most talent.
I'll be honest though,
Me
that
and Tanner been rocking with JID since sophomore year.
yeah, straight up, bro. I remember you get in the van, I'm like, yo, listen to this shit.
Listen to that.
He's the best new age rapper.
I'll be honest, dude. I don't fuck with that album
Yeah.
like as much
I
as
don't
I
like it.
fucked with the other one,
Never
the
Story.
the
The Never Story.
the Never Story. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I just DiCaprio 2's nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like
I think
I like.
I think
both of
DiCaprio
them.
Yeah,
too
bro, I
is
think they're
really
both
nice.
I
good,
think they're
dude.
both
He's just
Strawberry.
spitting bars on every
All of
song.
them.
you agree with me.
Should have.
I think Jid is
Westbrook's
boring.
got probably the hardest like
Okay.
verse.
Jid is
He's a
boring.
Dreamville.
That's
You know,
a
like,
fact.
but see, that's the thing. I
But
feel
he
like
can spit though.
I feel like it's a problem with most people nowadays, especially with the fucking internet. Is you're not allowed to like people, bro. It's kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
so many people just hate on.
it's like Blueface comes out and like
Fuck, man.
everybody's so decisive nowadays. It's not like you be like I kind of like this artist. You either fucking hate somebody or you really love.
Well,
them.
no,
I don't
what's
get
that
it.
one song? What's
By
that
who?
one song? That JID song.
How's it go?
I have
Westbrook.
no idea. No,
Which-
no,
like,
I
what
fucking
album?
hate
Is it
that
off the
song.
new album?
No, it
Oh,
was an
you
old
like
one.
it?
Ed and Eddie.
It was an old one.
Oh, never.
Never been shit. Never had shit.
Yeah,
never
I don't
shit,
mind
never
that
shit.
song. Like I used to play
That's his
that
best song ever, I think.
I used to
bro.
play
I
that
think
song.
Lauder for sure.
But every
is the
song I've
best
heard is
off
just
the
boring. I
Never
never
Story.
played it again.
Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Is like that new shit. I feel like it was like real forced. Like I feel like a lot of the features on it. It's like why do you have this
Like
person?
Ferg, that was a weird feature.
Why do you have this
Yeah, that
person
was
on your
definitely
song,
different.
Jid?
That was a weird.
You got the Ferg verse.
So
'cause
I think that was a really good song though.
yeah, I mean he's like talent wise, he's a really good rapper. I just don't like the songs that he's put out as of recently. Like what's that one with Strawberry?
Strawberry. I
Strawberry.
love that song.
I don't like the singing part of that song, bro.
I definitely don't think like the chorus and that and Westbrook, they definitely don't fit in with each other. Like the whole entire verses and stuff.
Or even the song with I think it's Method Man. You got the Method Man Joey Badass song on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like yeah, this is sick as far as like the rapping standpoint goes, but like this is not Jid.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Like the
saying?
line on the new album, I don't know what song it is, but he's like,
The Haunted House line.
yeah,
Shit's
she had a
disgusting.
couple
What is it?
abortions. Now her pussy's a haunted house.
I think that's what song is
That's
that?
funny.
I heard that shit
That's
too.
a funny bar.
Bro, but
Slick
that's
Talk?
Yeah, I think it
Slick
might be.
Talk,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's the
It
thing.
is.
Maybe I just haven't like vibed with that shit as much because I was when the Never album came out. Like he got announced that he signed to Dreamville and then put that shit out within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was. And Dreamville doesn't have good rappers. Like
That's facts.
I'll be honest with you. Like
Mm.
they're good rappers, but like
They're not.
when's the last time you were in the car listening to some fucking Boss?
Facts.
Yeah.
Ninth grade.
I-
Ninth grade with Jagger.
I be fucking with like Earth Gang.
But Earth Gang,
I liked like 2 songs. from
Yeah,
Boss.
so you got like
That's it.
you've got like Earth Gang. All of
I
Spillage
like
Village.
Earth Gang.
All of Spillage Village is real good. So that's just Earth Gang and Jid. I fuck with them. But like you got Boz, you got Cause. Who's Cause?
Cause. Who the fuck is Cause?
It's just Boz.
When's the last time you're bopping some goddamn Cause? Never.
Ari
bro.
Lennox, she's like the only girl
I
there.
hate Ari Lennox. I said it.
Yeah, I don't really
She's the
like.
worst. That Whipped Cream song is just a blatant ripoff of any SZA song that you can ever think of. It's just
SZA
the
makes
same
good
shit.
music too.
I
I
fuck with
feel like they
SZA.
signed Ari Lennox to be like Dreamville's SZA.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
it's very much a competition as far as like TDE to Dream.
They're in a huge competition right now too.
TDE
They've been talking about
TDE
it.
TDE's
You can't
better.
top it.
TDE's
They
better.
got
TDE is the greatest
Schoolboy,
label of all time.
They got
Big facts.
I would
Big
say
facts.
TDE would
Yeah.
body Death Row. TDE will body.
Well, TDE's got TDE has so you've got all of Black Hippie, and any one of those people could go to their own label and be
That was Wayne.
easily the best rapper on their
Yeah.
label. Like that man, Absol. Have you ever just
Yeah,
listened to an
Absol's
Absol
great.
song? He goes in, bro, and he starts rapping about some stuff that I just don't even know. I gotta Google it, and then I'm like, oh my god, you
So
know.
intelligent, bro.
And it's just some shit that you don't look
No.
up. Like the man just has the time on his hands. You start looking up some shit. He's talking about some Greek mythology that I didn't even know about. You know, like it's crazy. And then you got like Schoolboy Q, who on the other hand is just like
He should drop his album.
When's his album dropping?
Yeah.
straight up. I'm more excited for an Isaiah album than a Schoolboy.
Isaiah is gonna. I'm gonna definitely bump that shit. I've got into Isaiah Rashad and like a little bit more of JID like this summer. And that's when I started this summer I was just listening to like straight lyrical rap. Like, and I kind of fucked with it. Like,
bro, I fuck with Isaiah Rashad probably more than anybody on TDE.
I think
At this
J-Rock's the
point.
best.
Dude, that
I think
Redemption
J-Rock
album,
could
bro?
body Kendrick Lamar nowadays.
I don't think so,
I
bro.
strictly believe
J-Rock's.
I don't think so because I think that J-Rock is really good at what he does, but like differing, he needs features. It's the same.
Not really though.
yes, he does. For different songs.
On this whole album, the only feature is J. Cole, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Well, no, he has Kendrick Lamar.
Jeremiah.
He's got a bunch. He's got a
And
bunch of people,
Jeremiah.
bro. He's got a bunch of people.
There's not that many.
And he does different songs like that. Out of Sight, Out of Mind. That's definitely a J. Cole song.
That is not a J. Cole song.
Yes, it is.
That is definitely.
Listen.
That is a J. Cole song.
The one thing that I will say,
Jeremiah,
the one
that
thing
is
that
a
I will
Jeremiah
say about
song,
J Rock though, to be honest, is you don't lose if you're J Rock. Think about the position he's in.
Especially
He was the
when you have
first
something
rapper
like-
on TDE. He was the first rapper on TDE. So then everybody else came out, and they do amazing.
J.
So
Rock
if,
made Kendrick Lamar. That's a fact.
I mean, he might have.
Kendrick
discovered-
Lamar said it himself.
Yeah, I mean, you discover somebody, but making someone and discovering someone,
Nah,
big difference.
Yeah.
no. Kendrick Lamar got on Hood Gonna Love It
Mm-hmm.
with J. Rock.
Hmm?
Oh, Kendrick Lamar drops Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick Lamar.
But he also had a game verse before he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, and the game verse
That
was.
doesn't matter.
What is that song? No Love or something? I don't even know.
It's on the. To be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot of game songs, but you got him on that. He was on Love Game with Eminem, which is definitely a bigger cosign than fucking J Rock.
Nah. Yeah, I know, but like Eminem didn't fucking.
That's the thing is you can discover an artist, but the difference between like discovering artists and making an artist is a big, in my opinion, is a big difference.
Huge
Because if anything, the biggest cosign that he got is when everybody said that he started working with Dre. That's when people tuned in.
That's
Because it's
true.
not like anybody listened to Section 80. I mean, I did, but not until Good Kid came out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this shit's fire. Or even Overly Dedicated. And he's had the J Rock cosign since Overly Dedicated. Before then, even like when C5 came out.
Yeah.
He had the J Rock cosign. So like I think that, don't get me wrong, J Rock debatably Kendrick did more for J Rock than J Rock did for Kendrick.
Nah, how?
I
would you say
think
that?
so.
Both of the Black Hippie remixes, the Blank Face Black Hippie remix and the Vice City Black Hippie remix, both of them
That's true.
went stupid, and those were the best songs on both of those albums, deluxes for sure.
Maybe. Yeah, actually true.
Because 90059, it's an
Nah.
alright album, but like you don't get better than that Black Hippie remix or Vice City.
Maybe the Black Hippie remix were those poppin' songs. They weren't the best songs though.
Name a better song on 90059.
Money Trees Deuce, which has Kendrick Lamar, of course. But Gumbo's hard.
Gumbo's nice.
What's that one song called?
How's it go?
Oh, what's that song called? It's like. Fuck. Bake Oven? Bake Sale? What's that shit called, bro?
Oh, that's the one with Scissor, right? Isn't Kendrick in that too?
Maybe.
Easy Bake.
Easy Bake, yeah. That shit's so hard.
Yeah, but that's the thing, bro, is it's just like any one of those, back to the point that I had originally made, is any one of those people can be on their own their own label and blow that shit up.
Shit's crazy.
So it's like a fucking super team. It's like you got the Warriors making music out there. Like it's fucking you know what I'm saying? Like and then they bring in like fucking Isaiah Rashad, who I don't even know how you can discover someone like that. Cause like you listen to his shit and you're just like, bro, how has he not been rapping for 15 years plus? Like the music he makes is just like so like veteran. Like the structures to that man's songs are just not like, you know, just like verse hook.
Yeah.
It's not that. Like it's crazy. I don't know how he does it. I'll be honest with you, bro. And then you've got someone like him. Then you've got who's another sick rapper that's on that shit. They just signed that like Zachary guy.
They got
Yeah.
Trouble too.
Trouble.
Not Trouble, no, Reason. They got Reason.
Reason's nice.
Did you hear
bro.
that
Oh,
album?
he's nice.
Yeah,
That
that
one
shit's
song
good.
that he dropped. Pretty sure that's the only song he has.
I caught very big
Probably
like I caught some Kendrick vibes, like some Good Kid, Mad City vibes when I heard that.
Well, that's
shit.
kind of
like
all
just
just
signed him
TDE though, I
recently,
feel like.
and he dropped, like,
I don't know. I feel like
just
nowadays
stuff.
it's a lot
He's
different.
just spitting lyrical shit.
That's true.
Nice.
Because like
What?
the Sylvia demo, which is Isaiah's first
Yeah.
shit.
Kind of hit that one, bro.
That's mad experimental, and even like Absol shit or Schoolboy Q shit, they're getting way more experimental with their music now, and I fuck with that.
Well,
I
'cause
don't
you
like the
can
Black
now.
Panther album at all.
I did not like that either. I like that
I kinda
Schoolboy
did
song.
like it,
I
though.
like
I like that Schoolboy song.
See, I was
There was
fucking with it at
there was a
first.
couple
but-
songs
I haven't
that-
listened to it since.
I
that
I think they
was
just
came
made
out.
it to where like it just matches with the movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what you
Sounds
gotta
good with
do,
the
I feel
movie.
like.
That King's Dead song though, that shit
got
still
Dead
goes.
goes hard.
That's good, bro. The King's Dead,
I didn't
bro.
listen to it like probably.
That shit.
after 2 months
That shit
after
still
but,
goes. I
like,
thought it was a Kendrick
Yeah.
song. I'll
What's
be
your
honest.
favorite movie?
Try to listen to
2018.
that album, just-
Favorite movie of 2018 or favorite Marvel movie?
Favorite movie.
2018. I got a couple because yo, like that's what we do. Like,
Yeah.
we'll just sit
Watch
here and
movies.
watch
Yeah,
movies.
that's
never,
what I was
I never watch movies, so.
I'm a big fan of like that mid '90s movie was sick.
It was nice.
I fucked
It's
with
not
that.
my
I still
best.
gotta talk
It's not
about
my
that.
favorite though.
I like the mid '90s movie. I like obviously Infinity War. That's-
Infinity War's dope.
I didn't like
Infinity
Black
War was
Panther.
probably the best
I didn't like
movie
Black
of
Panther.
2018.
But see, that's I feel like Infinity War is easily the best movie. So I don't even like to think about it
Yeah.
like in like the because it's just like blows everything out the water. But it was original. Like it was gonna blow things out the water.
Oh yeah.
Because
Everybody
that's
knew that.
10 years.
In
of
the
shit,
making, bro.
you know?
22 movies. Fuck.
So like no one else is fucking with that legacy.
No.
You know? But then you've got like Jonah Hill did a really good job on mid '90s. I think it wasn't like
With
a-
his directorial debut, dude, his first time he wrote a movie.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
a good movie.
I feel like
He
nowadays
wrote the entire movie.
He directed all of
It
it.
took him like 7
wrote
years
and directed
to
and like
write
everybody
that
that's
shit.
in the movie they're
Like all
all
his past friends.
they're all
Oh, the new skaters.
they're all
They're all
skaters.
just skaters.
They're not like
They're not
actors.
actors.
Except for one guy, the little kid. He played Atreus in God of War.
I mean, his older, the
Little
guy who
kid
plays
in
his
the
older
story.
brother was kind of.
You never
Look,
know.
it's
Hey,
always
this
been
guy.
that shit.
Yeah.
But most of them, like you guys know who Nakel Smith is.
Mm-mm.
He was like real. He was part of Odd Future back in the day. Like he skated for Supreme when Tyler was really fucking with Supreme and shit.
Yeah.
And he's on like a couple Earl's songs and shit. And he just put out a new album. But he's the main character in that movie,
Oh, that's sweet.
and it's pretty dope,
I know,
bro.
I need to watch that. So I saw it. I watched Jonah talk about it.
It's cool.
Looked pretty sweet.
Oh, what's another good movie? What are your favorites? Top 5 this year.
This year.
To be honest with you, we've just been watching a bunch of old movies.
Old movies.
Like Pulp Fiction. I've probably seen that 33 times this.
So then what's your greatest movie of all time?
That's hard, bro.
That's a tough
What's your
question.
favorite movie? Just
Yeah,
favorite.
bro. I would have to
Right
do it
now,
by
my favorite
genre,
movie?
Honestly, like I
That's
just
true.
can't do an overall.
My favorite movie of all time right now. This isn't my favorite movie, but this was probably one of the best movies of 2018. What's that one that we watched?
Which one?
With John Hamm in it. Bad Times at El Royale.
Oh,
that
yeah,
movie
that
is
movie's good.
so good, bro. It's got Jeff Bridges in it. The guy who
did Baby
plays.
Driver come out in 2018?
No,
Yeah.
I think it was 2017.
Oh no, that
No,
was
that's 2017.
That was 2017.
Oh,
Might
Baby
even been
Driver was still a good
2016,
movie,
yeah,
though.
I didn't get to
dope.
see
I
it,
haven't
but that
seen
movie
it.
looked.
'Cause that was-
I don't watch a lot of
That was when
movies,
Kevin
honestly,
Spacey.
bro.
Kevin Spacey was still popping. So that might have been even 2017, bro.
Yeah.
It was
Because
2017. I
Kevin
remember.
Spacey on the down.
Remember seeing the commercial for it?
Yeah, I thought it was dope though. I fucked that. But like my favorite movies of all time, I'd probably have to say like Pulp Fiction or The Big Lebowski or.
It's just a hard question. Man.
Movies are
Right now, I would say The Big Lebowski or Pulp Fiction. Y'all ever seen any of those?
Pulp Fiction. I've seen.
You seen The Big Lebowski?
No.
Bro, I got it. I got a copy. I'll let you go.
good?
It's probably one of the best movies
I
ever.
should watch it after this. It's not that long.
Yeah, I mean, y'all want to watch? We could probably peep it, but fucking, it's on Netflix actually, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys can
I
just,
can watch.
just
that
watch
shit
it there.
anytime.
But it's dope. It's like a comedy,
That's
and
all.
Jeff Bridges is the main character. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah, I've
but
seen. it.
he, you know, Obadiah Stane in fucking the first Iron Man, the bad guy.
Oh, the old dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Jeff Bridges. Before he
okay.
was that guy, he played this character named the Dude, or the Big. His name is Lebowski, but basically the plot of the movie is that there's this other guy with the exact same name who's like a millionaire, right? And so that guy, the millionaire's wife, owes money to somebody or whatever. So they break into this guy named. He goes by the Dude, and he's just like some fucking hippie who like doesn't pay rent and like is on like a bowling. He's a pacifist. He's the dopest character probably in film, I would say. But they like break into his house and they like beat the shit out of him, and they're like, "We want our money back" or whatever, you know. And they like piss on his rug, and it's like his favorite rug. So then he goes to the rich guy, like the super rich guy, and he's like, "Look, man, you owe me a rug." And he's like, you know, and this super rich guy like is just very anti like liberal and just hates like freeloaders, which the Dude is a fucking freeloader. So he starts yelling at him or whatever, you know. And the funniest scene is like he leaves the office where the other guy just yells at him and basically says, "You're not getting shit from me." He leaves the office, and then like the rich guy's like assistant comes and he's like, "So how did the talk go?" And the Dude's like, "It went great. He said I could pick any rug I want." just schemes this dude's rug, dude. And then the whole movie is just dope after that. It's got the guy, what's his name? John Goodman?
Yeah, John Goodman.
John Goodman. He plays like this dude who's like ex-marine or ex-military, and he's just always yelling. There's like a scene where they need a tow, or like a tow comes in the mail because like someone had been kidnapped. And he's like, we're not playing anymore. Like someone's life's at stake. And he goes, oh, you're just gonna fold because they sent you a tow? He's like, I can get you a tow by 3 p.m. with nail polish on it. It's mad funny, bro. It's one of the best. What's your favorite movie of all time?
I don't have like a definite favorite, but my top two would probably.
What's the one that comes to mind right now?
Right now, Empire Strikes Back, for sure.
Fucking good movie, bro. American Gangster is so good too.
American Gangster, Denzel Washington, bro, great movie.
What about you? What kind of shit are you into as far as like movies go?
Movies. I love like comedy movies for sure, but something I can really.
Scheming over there?
Nah. I got a text.
But I can definitely fuck with a Marvel movie, dude. I love like I didn't really like Marvel movies too until like just this year. I saw Black Panther. I was like, dude, like these movies are sick, dude. So I went and watched Civil
Black
War.
Panther's
after that.
probably the worst one, dude.
Well, no, like I still thought it was sick though. Like all these like action scenes, bro. Like this man straight up got like a, I don't know what it was, dude. Somebody just. Maybe it was Civil War.
Either
Like,
way,
a
I see what
shield
you're
just
saying.
hit this dude in the neck. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
This
That
shit's
was
dope.
cool.
Yeah, this shit's dope. This shit's dope.
I can tell you the worst movie of 2018.
What?
Super Troopers 2.
That shit was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
I haven't even seen either.
We went to it on 420.
The first one was
worst.
good. The second one was trash.
First one's hilarious.
At the same time, bro, like that shit doesn't work anymore. That type of comedy doesn't work.
That shit was so funny the first time. Though.
What kind of shit you like to watch?
I like everything, bro.
I'll tell you what, man. I've learned this in 2018. I've learned so much shit off just like watching shit, like movies and shit. It's just nuts. Like my insight on like the world and how it works. Because you can watch a movie from the 80s and that's how they felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's timeless. Like we've been watching so much Twilight Zone here, and it's in black and white, and it's just horrible. But like I'm watching it because like damn, people really thought like this back in the 60s. You know? Like there's. And the Twilight Zone is probably my favorite TV show of all time because they'll just tackle like just the weirdest shit. Like there's just an episode where a guy can't see anything, and you just watch this dude's fucking trials and tribulations for 30 minutes. And at the very end, it's like some crazy shit happens. Everybody can see but him, or like no one can see at all. You know, and you're just like, what the fuck? You know? Like there's this episode where this whole time this bitch is like wrapped up in like a face mask, you know, and like the doctor comes in and she's like. He doesn't say this, but he's like, you're ugly, you know, like, it's very implied that this bitch is just a hideous bitch, you know what I'm saying, and, like, it's all shot in black and white, so, and, like, very, like, dark, so you can't see anybody's face until the end, and, like, someone comes to, like, take this bitch to, like, a community where there's just a bunch of ugly bitches, and, like, people that look just deformed, basically, because, like, that's how people were in the 60s, you just couldn't look ugly, and they, like, pull her out of the bed, and it's just this smoking hot chick, and, like, she looks normal, and then it, like, pans to the doctors, and they have all got pig noses, and it's like, whoa, you know, there's some shit that's not that cool, but, like, when you're in the moment, and you're watching it, and it's, like, 2 a.m., what the fuck, that's sick, you know? It's crazy.
That's funny.
What are you into, Dylan?
My favorite movie series of all time is the Ocean's movies.
The ocean.
You like
Your favorite
the
ocean?
You like the newest one?
What's your favorite
I've never
ocean?
seen the newest one. Ocean's 11 is my favorite one.
What is that?
So it's like,
It's a
Ocean.
heist
like-
movie.
they're the heist
They're
movie.
dope.
have you seen any of the older ones?
Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
I've seen Ocean's 10, 11, 12.
Have you seen like the old, like the original Oceans movies?
I don't think so.
So like with the Rat Pack in it, like, you know, like Sinatra and shit.
No, I've never seen those.
So basically the plot, well, I'm not gonna tell you the plot, but basically how it happened was, you've got like,
I've seen the first one. Isn't there Danny Ocean or whatever?
yeah, so you got like Brad Pitt, George Clooney, all these dudes, they wanted to make a movie. So basically they like forked up the money to make this movie, and they just funded it, and it was basically just a bunch of like superstar, like star-studded acting, and they rented out like a whole hotel floor, and just for like 6 months they just shoot this movie, like party every night, and it came out to be like one of the, you know, the best like heist movies ever. So many.
Oh, I thought of another good-ass movie, dude. Inception.
Inception's great.
I didn't get
So
that
good,
shit.
bro.
It's deep.
I did not.
hard
understand
to-
it.
Inception,
Yeah,
who's-
fucking-
who's in there?
That one's
Leo.
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
They go into the dreams.
Dude, we watched that in my science
That
class.
is the most
You
fucked up
watching
movie.
I don't think I've
Bro,
seen
and
it.
that the ending had me like just fucking like
Yeah.
what the
bro.
fuck?
The
dude?
red herring at the end with the
Yeah,
top.
like Where is he?
I don't like those types of movies, bro.
Oh.
The reason being like that I don't like those types of movies is because I come to watch like a definitive story and get a fucking end to the story. I also don't like it when they like lead on to the next
Cliffhanger.
movie. You know, or if it's like a Marvel
Cautious.
movie and they do that shit, it's like that's fine because it's like a machine. They're gonna
That's what
put
they
they're gonna
do.
put another one out anyways. But like they end some shit on like something that you're like you gotta wait 4 years until we can fucking make the next one. You're like, God damn it, dude, this is just kind of dumb, you know? It's,
Yeah.
it's the worst. Have you guys ever seen Shutter Island?
No.
Shutter Island, we have like the DVD, bro, and my mom told me I could never watch it. And that was when I was way little, dude.
Bro.
I was like 5 years old.
Bro, it's fucked
I
up.
never really wanted to watch it after that.
Spoiler alerts. I'm just gonna tell you guys about it. 'Cause I'm sure you probably want to watch it, but
Might not.
so fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, right? He's with his partner, and they're like investigators or whatever, you know. And they go to this insane asylum because they're like investigating a case where this guy killed his family, like his 2 kids and his wife, or whatever. And he like keeps digging more and more into it. And that so they go there because the guy who killed his kids and his wife disappear. They just like vanish, or he vanishes because he was in the mental asylum, but then he like disappeared. And they're just on this rock, like Alcatraz basically. But so like the more you get into the movie, you're like, damn, this guy needs to find this dude. You know what I'm saying? And then at the very end, like last fucking 15 minutes, he like goes into this lighthouse where he thinks the guy's gonna be, and it all leads up to this part. You know, he's like climbing up the lighthouse stairs. He gets in, and it's the fucking main psychiatrist from the hospital, and he is the guy that killed his wife and kids. And they were giving him one last shot to like get sane. And they like played out this whole thing for him because they needed to test it, and he doesn't pass, so they just give him a fucking frontal lobotomy. And the whole time you're rooting for this guy to find this dude,
And he's the one that.
and
did
he's
it.
fucking him the whole time, and just it.
Have to be like, if you watch it again, could you realize that it was him? The whole
Yeah,
time?
yeah, oh yeah. There's like little subtle hints and shit. Like there's like the people that are in the insane asylum. When you very first watch it, you're like, these fucking people are crazy because they're like looking at him like, oh my god, there he is and shit. But then you watch it again, and they're like dropping jewels. Like they're like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like yelling at this guy because he fucking killed his family, but you don't really think of that, you know?
Yeah, because
it's
they're
a-
just crazy.
It's a good movie.
What's it
bro.
called?
Shutter
Shutter
Island.
Island.
That's a dope movie.
Shutter Island.
It's dope. I
Sounds pretty good.
got a copy of it if you want to borrow it.
Is it? I don't know.
I also watch. You guys ever seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
That's a great.
I've
movie.
always wanted to watch it, dude, because I saw the Family Guy
It's
movie,
one of
and
my
I wanted to
favorites.
watch it after that.
Shawshank Redemption is probably my favorite movie of all time.
That is a great movie. Is that Shawshank
Yeah.
Redemption?
Yeah.
See it. I've never even.
I've always wanted
That's
to
a
watch
great
this,
movie.
dude.
That's probably my favorite movie of all time, for being realistic. Got Andy Dufresne, the boy.
You know a really good movie? Have you ever seen Prisoners? And it's about this detective. Oh shit, what's his name? I
Pull it
forgot
up.
his name.
Brock, pull it up.
What is
Prisoners. What happened?
And it's this little girl, and she gets kidnapped like at the first part of the movie, and it's this dude, and he's just chilling, and like it switches to this dude. He's in a diner, and he's a detective.
Is
and he gets
Ethan
put-
Hawke in it?
Oh, I think
Hugh
is that-
Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake
yeah.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer? The...
Bro. I watched a great movie, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, I've seen this shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
He's in the new Spider-Man.
And he looks for
movie,
that
right?
girl
He's
the whole
playing
time, and it
Yeah.
turns out to be like
He's
this
gonna be
random ass
serious.
grandma that took her.
Yeah, this shit's
And he gets
crazy.
shot in the eye, and like
I don't
You know
has to
Jake
drive this
Gyllenhaal.
girl
He's like
back.
skinny.
Yeah.
His
I've
beard.
seen
Shit
it.
is
I
nuts,
know
such a
I
good
gotta see
movie.
the face. I don't know like.
Dude, have you seen the movie where he's like in like a capsule and they're like make him go back and stop a train bombing?
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, that's a
Isn't
crazy
that-
movie.
I haven't seen that.
That's what is it? But like he has to keep on going back.
Yeah,
like,
but he only has half a body and shit. And he's like stuck in like. It's a
Shit gets
crazy,
crazy.
movie, bro.
Have you
He
guys?
already died. He's like an ex-marine. He's like in a secret thing where they like send him back in time to like.
How you guys?
It's source code, I think. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of that movie. You like Split?
I never got to watch that
What's
actually.
Split?
So, all right. So there's this
Dude with
movie.
Split personalities.
Oh, he was just whack.
With
as hell.
James
Yeah, I saw that
McAvoy?
shit.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It wasn't bad. I don't know. It was kind of weird at the end.
Yeah, shit's nuts. But it
Yeah,
leads
he
on to
might
the
just be
next
making
one.
some weird
Oh, it
movies.
does?
Glass is what the next one's called. So there was Untouchable, or Unbreakable,
Yeah.
that came out in like 20 years ago,
And 2000.
and then Split came out, and you didn't know that they were connected.
I did not.
No one
know
knew.
that.
No one
I
knew.
did not
Yeah,
know that.
no one knew until it came out, and the after credit scene happened. And then it like ties them together, and then you watch Glass, which has fucking. You've got Bruce Willis, fucking the James McAvoy, and
One
Sam
of the best
Jackson.
actors of all time.
Sam Jackson, and they're all in it, and it's like a superhero movie. It just came out like fucking 2 weeks ago.
Glass, and
Yeah.
it's a superhero movie.
Kinda.
It's
It's like
Connected to the split personality.
'Cause he's like the
basically
villain.
made his own little universe.
because that guy's like the villain. And
So
then
now he's just freaking. Wait, did he get caught?
in Glass, I don't want to spoil it too much, but in Glass they lock him up,
In Glass, they lock him up.
which is the newest one. In the first like 15 minutes, they lock him and Bruce Willis up because Bruce Willis like goes to like stop him from like eating kids. That's what he does in Split.
Mhm.
And then they like get into this crazy fight, and then they fucking lock their asses up, dude. And then once they're in the insane asylum, they're also in the insane asylum with this guy named Mr. Glass. And Mr. Glass, it's Sam Jackson's character, and he's just a fucking genius. But he's in there for some fucked up shit. I'm not gonna tell you because you gotta watch it.
I gotta see this actually.
And he's in there for some fucked up shit, so they just heavily sedate him, like he's just a fucking zombie. But
Oh,
then
really?
he's not though, because he hasn't been taking them shits. He was just lying, and then shit gets crazy, and people bust out, and people break in, and fucking shit was. It's a good movie, bro. I feel like M. Night Shyamalan gets too much slack, bro. Like people hate on that fucker. He's made a lot of bad movies, but he makes some good ones sometimes.
He's kind of a genius, bro. Honestly.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
at least he's taking risks. That's what I like about him. That
Yeah.
as a director.
You know what movies I really like is like the Conjuring movies. You know how they like
Mhm.
all like the
No,
ending
those
cut-
are stupid.
cutscenes?
They're connected, is
I've
basically.
Yeah,
never
all-
seen him.
the
but-
Like
Conjuring
at
movies
one
are
of the
alright.
end of the movies, it explains how this lady, like how this, like you know the neighbors.
Yeah.
And the neighbors died in one of the movies.
Mm.
Well, it shows at the end who killed them.
Yeah.
And that was the entire like backstory of the other movie. It's just crazy.
Yeah, like how the Annabelle's. I haven't seen the newest one with the witch or whatever, or the nun.
The- that movie's
The Nun.
it's good. It's
No, all those movies
Kinda.
are way too drug out. To be
Bro, I watched Annabelle.
Annabelle's stupid too.
Or what is Annabelle the one where it's like back in time a little bit?
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
she goes downstairs and you see the devil and that
Yeah.
devil thing.
Bro, that scene, bro. So look, bro. I will say one thing about those guys is they're pretty fucking smart as far as like tying the universes together. Because in Annabelle, you know when she gets like pushed into like the she gets pushed into like the place where they made Annabelle. You know, like the dude's like wood shop or whatever. It's the nun that pushes her in there.
yeah.
So they've been known that they wanted to.
Well,
connect
yeah,
them.
and the nun
It's
was
like, why
in
is
a
she
different
there?
one, too.
Yeah, she
I've
was.
never
She was
seen
in.
it.
What? I don't know what movie that was, but in one of them, the bitch is getting pushed outside in a wheelchair,
That's Annabelle.
and it's the nun pushing.
That's
her.
yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
just
Annabelle
said.
is the girl. Yeah.
Oh
that's-
shit! Yeah,
It
never
shows
mind.
that
Hold
at
up.
the end. It's that movie.
Same
Okay.
shit,
Hold
bro.
on. I was thinking of a different thing. Never mind.
Yeah,
But yeah,
she's
that's
in
the
She's in a picture
Crazy
in The
bitch.
Conjuring and shit.
Fuck that bitch.
Straight up, bro.
I'll kill her.
Me too.
Nah, but they could fit all those movies in a minute or an hour and a half easily.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Straight up.
way too drug out.
They are definitely drug
They're
out.
just trying to get those jump scares.
That's
and
horror
shit,
movies
but-
though, bro. Like every horror movie's
That's why
like that.
they're bad.
I haven't seen a good horror movie in.
It was probably one of the best.
You know who
movies I've
makes
seen.
terrifying-
It's a good movie, 2018, right?
Yeah, dude.
It's a good movie.
You know who makes the
I didn't
scariest
get to see
movies?
that one.
The
Bro,
new
it's
one's
good.
gonna come out this year,
Fucking-
bro. So
Have you ever seen
Another
Rob
year?
Zombie's
Yeah,
movies?
it's
That guy's
Those are
fucking
fucked
nuts.
up.
Oh,
Ooh,
for real?
the new Halloween movie. That
Yo,
movie.
They
Was,
got a good ass
yo,
cast.
the
I've
new
never
Halloween
seen it.
movie is probably the best movie of 2018.
I didn't get to see
I
that
don't,
shit
I don't
either,
think it's
dude.
like one of the best
Nah, it's
movies,
the
but it's a
best.
good movie.
That shit is the best.
You ever
movie.
seen The House of 10,000 Corpses?
Yeah, dude.
That shit is fucked
Have you seen The House of Wax?
Oh,
No.
I
I've seen
saw
House of
like a
Wax.
little bit when I was little, bro, but like I can't remember shit.
That shit is nuts.
Bro, they chop up fucking Dwight from The Office. I don't know his name. They chop him up into a fish. I don't know how they did it.
Rainn Wilson, baby.
They made it into sushi. That
Shit
was
is nuts,
crazy.
bro. What's that other one? It's like, it's got Shaggy in it. It's like,
Oh, Shaggy from like the movies.
yeah.
Oh,
And it's like the ghosts or whatever, like 100 ghosts or I don't know. They go to this place. It's like mad haunted. There's a bunch of different ghosts, and you like see them, and they're
13 Ghosts.
13 ghosts,
Yeah,
and they're like
that's
all
what it is.
they're all like fucked up and like coming at you.
Yeah, there's
and
that dude
shit.
with the box on his
Freaking
head.
out.
That dude was scary as fuck.
Yeah, bro. Scary movies back when I was young were just the most nut shit. Like I would just see some vulgar shit. Remember that one time we were at your house and we were watching My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah.
Just no, just a blatant sex scene. I'm fucking like I couldn't be more than like 15, 13 years old. So
we
Jagger's
were
like
young.
Jagger's
dude.
like 11. We're literally sitting in like a kid's table. There's mad people there. They didn't know there was gonna be sex scenes.
Oh yeah, my mom was like, what? We were
She's
watching
so
3D too.
Yeah, we got the 3D glasses on, bro. We're big chillin', dude. Some
Bro.
fucking vulgar shit. This guy chops a dude in half with a shovel.
With a shovel, yeah, like chops it through his
He's
mouth,
like
dude. Like his head just comes off. I was like,
It was like the first-
you can do that?
It was like the first 5 minutes. I remember Jagger and I were like, damn, you know. So we're watching it. A sex scene comes on. And Libby's like, oh no.
Yeah, she's like, cover your eyes.
She like pauses it at first and just pauses and just a tit.
Yeah.
She's like, you guys can't be watching this. Close your eyes. Cover your eyes. And Jagger and I were both like, all right.
Yeah,
We just
dude.
watched the whole shits, bro. It was, but that shit used to freak me the fuck out. And then I'll watch a horror movie now and I'm like,
It doesn't even scare me at all now.
The horror
What a
movies
flex,
now,
dude.
they
That
definitely
shit- That
changed.
shit's definitely so scary, no doubt.
What is?
Have you ever seen the fucking Netflix original 13 Cameras?
no, but I've
Oh,
seen
you
the.
told me about that, and I had to go watch it.
I've seen
still.
it on there because there's a
It's not
sequel now,
that
right?
scary. It's just weird. It's
There's
not
a
just,
sequel
it's
now,
fucked
right?
up. It's everybody.
Yo,
bro.
dude, you know who was the fucking king at Netflix horror movies?
Yeah.
This man Jose. You remember Jose Carvajal?
Oh yeah.
He would hit me up every day with a new horror movie to watch
Dude,
on
he
Netflix.
had
bro.
the whole shit. Like he like discovered Mac and Devin go to high school, bro.
Yeah, bro, he would just be. That man was on Netflix. Like, that man was on Netflix. He'll shoot me a text like 3 a.m. He's like, yo, watch this. I'm like, start him. This is bad, dude. Why you watch a whole 3 hours of this? You know, dude? Like, he told me about 13 Candles. You guys ever seen, it's called, Would You Rather, I think?
Yeah, would you rather? That shit's crazy. It's
Well,
got a big
Fucked
twist
up,
at the
dude.
end.
So fucked up. Oh, you guys ever seen The Babadook?
The Babadook.
I didn't.
Like,
I
I
thought that
didn't get
movie
it,
was
dude.
stupid.
Yo,
I didn't
that
get
movie
it at
was
all.
trash.
Yo,
that shit
Sinister.
was trash.
Remember Sinister?
Bro, let me tell you a story about Babadook, alright? So we're chilling out. I forget where we were. But it was like JP, Carson, we had a couple girls with us, but we were watching the Babadook, bro, and I swear to God I fell asleep. And it was mad late, so I fell asleep and I wake up, bro, and like everybody's like kind of on edge and JP's just on his phone. and then I'm focusing on the story again, and because I had fell asleep during like the most crucial part, you know? I just did not know what the fuck was going on. So at the very end, when they like treat this dude like he's their pet or some shit, and I had like previously seen him like kill somebody, and I see that, I'm like, what the fuck happened, dude? How can you even
That's
do
the
that?
worst,
You know?
missing the big point. That shit-
I did that for you guys seen Blade Runner, 2048?
I haven't even seen any of them.
I fell asleep, bro, and I wake up to like just because like Blade Runner is just known for like crazy cinematic shots. It's got Ryan Gosling in it and Harrison Ford, but I fall asleep because it's mad boring. First 30 fucking minutes is just shit, stupid, don't care, dumb, trash. The movie sucks, but I wake up to just like a fucking, you know, like movie theaters, shit gets crazy, and I wake up and it's just a fucking desert, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you making that noise for this scene? Dude? It's just a video of a desert. So I wake up and Harrison Ford's like an action star at like 73. He's like fucking rolling around, shooting people, punching people in the face. And I'm like, this is not the same fucking movie I was watching. And then I see Ryan Gosling again, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is the same movie I was watching. Shit was nuts. Yeah, and we're pretty deep in. We're almost at an hour.
I thought we were at an hour.
According to my calculations, we're not there yet.
Okay.
But I say we finish it up. Anything you guys want to promote?
Yeah.
Yeah, YTR Volume 1 out now. Go get it.
Are we gonna get a volume 2 anytime soon?
Volume 2.
You never know, it might have just dropped 15 minutes ago.
Is this
Good.
facts? Is this facts?
I don't know.
I'd go check.
It can drop today. It can
anything
drop
can
tomorrow.
happen.
Now I'm
It can
joking.
drop in 6
I don't
months.
even know.
I'm joking. I got something. A new YTR Fortnite team's coming out.
Oh,
YTR.
let me hear some more about the YTR Fortnite team, dude.
So we got me, Keyshawn. You got Tim to win, and Andrew Lee. You have to be one of us 4 in a build battle to get on this YTR Fortnite team. We're gonna get into the pro scrims here soon. So we got some big things coming up.
Good shit,
Some
good
new
shit.
things. No one's on in Casper. We're on it.
What about you? What do you got to promote? Anything crazy going on in your life?
Big chillin'.
Makai, what's your day to day like? What do you do on a daily basis, bro?
Dude,
You're so. I feel like you're more quiet than everybody else as far as like social media goes. Like I know what this fucker's doing all the time. You be posting shit.
Bullshit, dude.
you
What are you
post a
talking
lot,
about?
bro.
You
You
be-
always be
you be
posting,
mad
bro.
posting.
What?
I respect it, bro. I'm
What's
there
wrong
too.
with that?
Nothing, dude. But I'm just saying
I
I
feel
know
like
what
me.
you do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, yeah.
I see what you do.
Yeah.
I don't really see what you do. Video games, I would assume. I see you on all the time, so I respect that. But like, what do you do?
I don't know,
What's
bro.
your day to day look like?
It's like I got class at 12:30, bro. I wake up at like 11.
This man's talking about class.
Just chill, bro. Go to school. Go to work, come home.
Was that the new YTR merch?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Let me see that. Let me see. Let me put it front and center.
Yeah.
Damn. How much does shit go for?
Embroidery.
That's gonna be what, 23,
Let me see that shit.
25?
What size is this? Let me buy this from you right now.
That's a large.
I'm gonna put it on for the boys, dude.
Show them. Go give them.
We're gonna drop the link in
They
the
see it?
bio. Go
YTR.
purchase one,
Go
dude.
purchase YTR right now. Look at this. It looks great on me. I don't know about you.
That's embroidered.
Should
too.
look fire on anybody.
Oh, it's got the side stitching. We're no longer in the center, boys. All
How
right.
much you
got the-
charging for these?
25, right?
25.
Alright, $25. Go cop
Link in the
one.
bio.
I'm gonna buy mine
Of
tonight.
course, that's excluding shipping and bullshit, but that's not bad. Like
Yeah.
2-3 extra bucks shipping, not bad.
That's nothing. This guy, young CEO out here, really trying to.
This is CEO BK. This is an up and comer Makai. He's coming up. We got a new guy coming to YTR too.
Who is it?
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
Give us a hint. Give
We can
the
you
crowd a hint.
Little black guy.
Well, black-
Well, no, on that fact, listen up. Listen to this.
You can't be saying that.
Potentially, no.
You cannot
Listen. How about this?
Come on,
No,
bro.
listen.
Is that bad?
No,
Is that true?
I don't see what's bad about it. Listen though.
So fucked up.
Listen though. There's potentially 2,
Oh shit.
and they look very similar.
They do. I would say they look
look
almost
similar.
exact like the same person. We got 2 of them coming up on the YTR.
Carson and Ace Boosie.
Nah, I wish, bro.
Yo, listen to
They're
this
too
shit.
busy.
Listen to this shit. Carson, alright, so you know on your phone when you like scroll up and it on whoever like whatever's in the picture, it'll have like a photo album
Yeah.
for like that
Oh, yeah,
specific
it's
person.
Bro, pull it up.
Carson-
Shit's funny.
It's on my phone.
Oh,
I'll show you guys
okay.
later, bro. I got a picture of Carson, right? So I scroll up. The fucking profile picture for his profile is a picture of Ace Boosie, bro. My phone thinks that Ace Boosie and Carson are the same person.
That shit's
Oh
funny.
my goodness, bro.
Shit's mad funny, bro.
Damn.
Nah, just know they look exactly the same.
They'll get their spotlight here soon.
Yeah, they.
All right, anything else we want to promote, boys?
Nah.
Brock, you got something you want to say to close it out?
Nah. Honestly.
Say something, Rock.
All right.
Give
what-
someone some wisdom. Give 'em some
What
wisdom.
day does this drop?
Yeah.
Anywhere from tomorrow to like Monday.
You edit all this shit?
Yeah, I try.
So the chances of YTR Volume 2, 95%.
Oh my God, how many?
Alright, so if it's out, go listen to
How much-
YTR Volume 2.
How much shit's gonna be on the next one? Just another like 4 song EP or what?
We're trying to like bump it up a little every time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After YTR 2, you got the mixtape, Mug Season.
I've
Then-
been hearing about that.
Okay.
I've been hearing about
Yeah, I
that.
saw a
We had to
picture of
delay it a
that.
little
That
bit.
shit got way delayed.
That's all right.
After the
Can't rush our
fucking-
baby.
Because once Makai wanted to come back,
Yeah,
you
just
know,
start
can't
over.
drop Muxie.
We just start over our whole process.
All right.
Whatever.
he's pissed about it.
Which, bro, we're cool with.
Yeah. Hey man, they
Cool with
value
it.
you. All right. Well, as far as like on the slumped side of things go, we're trying to get some more people in here to record.
Yeah, we're trying to get more episodes going so we don't have like 2-week delays all the fucking time.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I've just been super unmotivated recently.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So like,
With rap.
I've been hella motivated lately.
we'd love to see you guys back on the podcast. I feel
Most
like this is a
definitely,
good
yeah.
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We'll check back
Good
in a
time.
couple months after maybe like
Yeah.
you know
We
next
drop some
season
shit.
comes out or something.
Got
Yeah.
the Fortnite team rolling.
Yeah, got the fucking Fortnite team rolling, dude. We about to hit him
We'll
with
probably
a
have another
build
YTR
battle.
member here with us, hopefully. That's
All
what
right,
I'm
well,
saying.
this is already a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, we have a bigger
It's the
space.
most people we've ever had.
This is, I mean,
Just say it's 3 months. You might have 5 people on the show.
that's my thing, bro. If keep growing, keep expanding. We gotta work something out with like maybe like a JP YTR song or some shit.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Get you guys
That'd be
fucking,
pretty sick.
get you guys in the shits. I got a solo album coming out soon.
When's that?
I don't know. I got about 2 songs made. It's some real shit. This isn't like some joke and stuff. So
Some real. Alright.
I mean,
Isn't Carson on it too?
Carson's got a verse on my shit. I'm trying for my shit. I'm just trying to get people that don't really rap. I've been begging Brock for a verse.
What type of music?
Shit,
man?
I'll get on that, bitch.
You want to get on it?
Maybe.
I'll get you on it, dude. Maybe one of you boys on it. I want
I'm down to throw on it.
I want Jags
I
on
might
it.
have to try that.
I might have to have just a whole YTR feature on it, straight up.
That'd be pretty sick.
Get a whole YTR track. Laptop 2, baby.
Laptop
Yeah.
two
That shit
coming
was
hot.
horrendous,
That
dude.
shit was terrible.
Bro,
That
that's
is
the
Rap
the
game's
thing,
fucked,
too.
boys.
We've been
Yes, sir.
growing, like, we listen to How It Feel, And my shit was just not on the fucking level that I am now. It was terrible, dude.
Well, it's good to see you guys want to progress and grow, because it's from the outside looking in, it looks like you guys are just trying to put out as much shit as possible without, you know, taking into consideration like the skill. So it's good to see that you guys are wanting to make that progression, just from like an outside perspective, which is really nice. All right, we gotta end this shit eventually.
Yeah.
Alright, just cut
One more thing. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Alright, we're good.
And on
Millions
Take
is
that
millions.
shit out.
Shut the
We'll
fuck
probably
up.
have a
Millions is
another
millions.
Slumped episode
Yes, sir.
coming pretty soon right after this one, so
Yeah.
be waiting on that.
If any of you guys like locally, you want to get on the Slumps podcast, just DM me
Hit
on
up the
Twitter.
boy.
Yeah, hit us up. Let us know.
Tandroid. At this point, it's Tan Lee now.
Tan
Like
Lee.
Stan Lee.
Yeah, that shit's so
I
funny.
like that.
I'll be changing. I'll be swapping it up. Don't even sweat it.
Tandroid's my favorite name I've seen on
Tandroid
Twitter.
17 is fire, bro. It's dope as shit. But yeah, like really, Brock and I aren't biased. We would like to talk to really anybody, especially like up and coming like artists or really anybody. Maybe the next YTR member, you bring them on with we'll do like a solo episode, like Dylan in the next YTR episode.
Yeah.
Dylan and the new member will fucking usher him in or something.
My new artist.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So what's the deal with Dylan? You got these boys in a 360 or what?
They got my ass in a 3.